Good afternoon. This is your EHC-TV Sports Update. I'm Abigail.
And I'm Hayden Pugh.
The Wasps are buzzing with action this week. Emory and Henry sports continue to deliver excitement as the softball team swept Limestone at home with impressive victories of 10-5 and 6-4. Emory and Henry softball then hit the road to South Carolina to take on conference opponent Newberry College. Katie Henry gets Newberry on the board first. She crushes a ball to left center field, right into the vehicles, and the Wolves looked like they were going to run away with this game. But the Wasps would fight back, with Liberty Johnson hitting one to almost the exact same spot, and the Wasps would break the ice and get on the scoreboard. One of the biggest moments of the game, Danielle King hits a shot that goes past the first baseman. One run would score, and another just before the throw home, and the Wasps would cut the lead to 2. But it would be this blast to right center field from Tristan Tafano that would culminate the Wasps' comeback. A 3-run shot, and the Wasps would pick up the win. They split the doubleheader with Newberry and go 3 of 4 over the past week after sweeping Limestone on April 2nd.
Over to the baseball team, who played host to King to start off April. In the bottom of the second, Tristan Hensley gets the Wasps their first score as he puts one over the left center fence to give the Wasps a lead. One batter later, and Matt Hill hits an almost identical home run to the one that just happened prior to put the Wasps up by 2 in the second inning. The Wasps love that part of the fence against King, as Stephen Smith puts another one in that same area to score 2 runs, giving the Wasps a big 4-2 lead. In that same inning, Jacob Beber puts another deep one over the left fence to extend the Wasps lead to 3 runs, making the score 5-2. But the runs didn't stop there for either team. Going to the bottom of the 8th, where the Wasps' Stephen Smith gets his second home run of the day. The Wasps squeaked out this win, 11-10, and sweeping all of their games against King this season.
The men's lacrosse team has faced number 7 and 5 in the country. Now they're taking on number 3 Limestone. The Wasps start with an attack. Jackson Swanson's shot is saved by the Limestone, and the quick outlet pass leads to a scoring chance as Blake Miracle with the nice cut up from right to left and a beautiful pass to Ellis York goes to the top side of the goal. Limestone would score 13 in a row before the Wasps would break the scoreless streak. Colin Shell with the initial attack loses the ball, but a great job by David Muse to pick it up, stay on his feet, and get the shot through the 5-hole for the score. A tremendous goal for Muse. It would be one of the few bright spots on the day, though, as Limestone would outshoot the Wasps 72-14 en route to the easy win 22-3.
Women's lacrosse took on Southwest Virginia rival UVA Wise. And of course, the Wasps were without their 2 goalies, so Siri Lee had to step up. The Cavaliers would start strong, as Issy Brown flips it over to Leslie Clay, who goes top shelf for the goal. The Cavaliers would outscore the Wasps 8-0 in the first period. The Wasps would get on the board in the second period, as Mina Hicks flips it over her shoulder, and Justice Jones, who always seems to find a way to the net, puts on a spin move and gets the goal. Just a few minutes later, and the Wasps were working the offense. Behind the goal, Mina Hicks sees a cutting Logan Pakela, who would score her first career goal. UVA Wise would allow little else past them, as they would get the win 22-3.
This past weekend, the Intermount Equestrian team at Emory and Henry IHSA and IDA teams competed. On Saturday, the Wasps IHSA team traveled to Christiansburg, Virginia to compete in the Zone 4 Championship, where they finished as reserve team champions. Because of their runner-up placement, Emory and Henry will move on to the IHSA National Championship in early May to be held at the Tryon International Equestrian Center.
The IDA team closed out their 2024-2025 regular season with a win at home on Sunday. The Wasps finished their year with 82 points, and once again, easily winning the Region H Championship for the 24th straight year. The 82 points are 2 off of a perfect season, and 16 points clear of Region Reserve champion Virginia Tech. Emory and Henry will look to defend its national title from a year ago as it competes at the Intercollegiate Dressage Association National Championships from April 24th to April 26th in St. Louis, Missouri. This has been your weekly EHC-TV Sports Update. I'm Hayden Pugh.
And I'm Abigail. Have a great rest of your week.